Hey, Vegeta, what's with the fit? You going through some kind of midlife crisis or something?
Impudent fool! I have taken over your friend's body to use against you. Does that anger you, mortal?
Nah, not really. You know what you should have done? You should have took over my body and then killed my wife and son, who is like 14, but he looks like he's 6.
Hold up! You're cooking. Right there!
Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I am back at it again with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 17 Story Mode Speculation video. This one is a very weird one, okay? This one is, we're going off the rails at this point, entering the realm of some batshit crazy type of ideas and concepts. However, I love the idea of this, and even though this is like 99% not going to ever happen. Actually, this is just not happening. All right, it's not happening. All right, let's be realistic. Okay, as cool as Xenoverse 2 is and how they, you know, venture into some weird timelines and different changes and things, I don't think they would make a completely brand new character in a sense in order to, you know, sell DLC. They could. I really don't know. We got a new producer. Things are different now, so they could get crazy with it. But obviously, there's got to be a lot of, you know, licensing and, you know, getting this stuff to be official in the video games is still, you know, gonna be a lot crazier than you would think, right? And when it comes to like Dragon Ball Heroes and stuff, we haven't got something like this. And what I'm referring to is the idea of Vegeta Black. Yeah, I have seen a lot, and I mean a crazy amount of people talk about this, you know, mysterious character being Vegeta Black. And the reason why, and I understand why they would bring this up, is because in the latest trailer, we see, you know, God Vegeta and Beerus together, okay? And it's almost like a what if, you know, the roles were switched, right? What if, you know, Vegeta got the God transformation, did the God ritual and everything, and fought Beerus instead of Goku? We don't know 100% if that's what's going on. I think it's pretty obvious that that's, you know, the most likely scenario of what's happening. But if that's the case and they're going through a bunch of different, you know, potential sagas from Dragon Ball Super where their roles are either switched or it's just Vegeta replacing Goku, what if we had Vegeta Black? I feel like the implications and the story of how that would go would be very interesting, right? Because, you know, instead of Goku being the main villain for Trunks in that saga, you know, we have Vegeta, his father, his literal father, okay, who is dead in that timeline, right? Or I guess, you know, because timelines are so screwed up in during that saga, right? It's like Goku Black, but it's Zamasu, but it's Goku from a different timeline or whatever that's going to that timeline to basically destroy, you know, Trunks and everyone because Trunks tampered with, you know, the future and everything. So this is just more of like a crazy what if scenario, something that's, you know, more off the rails, more fan servicey, right? You guys remember Goten Black, all right? You remember when people were speculating, oh, like during that saga when it was going on in the anime and it was airing for the first time, there were actual people that were saying, oh, that Goku Black guy or whatever, that's actually Goten. Like, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. That would have been hilarious. And honestly, I would have been interested to see how they would have explained that, but I digress. Yeah, the idea of Vegeta Black is actually kind of cool, because like, what would Trunks' reaction be, right? Like, bro is just, you know, rolling up, and he sees officially who officially gets revealed to him as his father, right? That would be wild as hell. Like, your father is the one going around destroying everything. Like, what do you do in that situation? You got to kill him, right? Or you got to defeat him, right? But it's your dad. It's still like, it's your dad. You see him. You know what I mean? Like, at that time, like, there was another scenario that would go on, you know, where people wanted it to be future Gohan, which would also be very interesting, because that's, you know, that's like his best friend. That's like his brother, right? And if it was like future Gohan Black or whatever, that would have been a crazy dynamic and have a crazy story and everything. I'm not saying like, oh, they need to rewrite it or anything, or like, oh, this is better. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it would be kind of interesting if, for whatever reason, in any Dragon Ball game, which that's where we would at least have potential of seeing something as crazy as that, is like, for example, Heroes. Like, Heroes would definitely you know, could definitely do something like that if they wanted to, right? Dragon Ball gets crazy nowadays, and I just don't see Xenoverse 2 going that hard, creating a brand new character, a brand new kind of arc for it or whatever. The most that they'll do is they'll mix in already established existing characters in the timelines, but they mess around with the timelines, right? Like, for example, like Few, okay? Let's put Full Power Jiren versus Broly, or Kefla versus Broly, or, you know, get Dabura in there with Vegito and Super Buu or whatever in the story. Like, they do some, you know, kind of crazy things like that. But if they're like, you know, they're not realistic, but like, you know what I mean? They're just like what if scenarios that don't create some brand new character in a sense, okay? And I don't know, people are gonna like, you know, bring up, oh, what about Mira, Toa, and Few and all that stuff? Well, they're already established in Xenoverse. They're from Dragon Ball Online first and foremost, and obviously they're in Heroes now and everything, but it was all from online, Dragon Ball Online first, right? So the actual theory that I've been seeing, this is just an example of one of the theories, okay? Kind of what I explained earlier whenever the video began, okay? He says, I have a theory about Xenoverse 2's latest trailer. As we can see, Vegeta becomes Super Saiyan God and is the one to fight Beerus instead of Goku from his reaction to the form. So, just like I said, I'm not the only one that, you know, believes that that's what's going on in this situation. I've heard people say, oh, this is his training with Beerus to unlock Ultra Ego, which is another prime contender, okay? Vegeta definitely is like a major, you know, contender for who this character might be, right? Again, it could be somebody original, completely original, okay, that's new to the game, maybe, some type of like demon character. It could be Bardock or whatever. I still, you know, am putting my money on Bardock. But something that I never brought up in the other videos or whatever is there is this scene of Goku where he's like badly hurt, okay? And it's very hard to make out what this is, like what this is from. Like I see some bushes in the background, so this could be, you know, I guess like forest area or whatever in the game, the like grassland area. This could be maybe Capsule Corp, because I think there are some like bushes over there. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it's so hard to tell. You know, we've seen Goku battle damage like this a million times, right? So sees Goku extremely injured, stretching out his arm like he's trying to reach for something or say something. I assume he calls out Vegeta's name. Maybe this is, Goku gets his ass beat during that saga, and Vegeta has to be the one that becomes the god. I don't know how that exactly would work, because if Goku's out cold, like, don't they need Goku to become, you know, for the god ritual to take place? I don't know, man. It's so weird, right? But this is a scene that's actually in the trailer itself that I never brought up because I didn't really understand or could figure out what this is. I would like to know down in the comments, what is this? Is this part of that, you know, Super Saiyan God ritual type of thing? Is this part of the Battle of the Gods segment, or is this something completely different? I don't know. So in this scene, we're done, left with the teaser of the mysterious unknown person when the trailer ends. But if you look closer, you can see what happens to be, and what appears to be Vegeta's armor and gloves and everything. Now, that is absolutely true. The biggest thing that people mention is this has got to be some type of Saiyan character. I think that the body, the armor matches up, okay? Because you see, you know, those like the straps on Vegeta's armor. You see that, okay? Again, there's that weird spikiness. I don't even know, the spiky silhouette component that is coming out of the arm on the shoulder, okay? That's the thing that keeps throwing me off, right? We've mentioned it several times before, but this person stated that their theory is that it might be a special timeline where Vegeta's roles were switched with Goku. Like we explained, this is what a lot of people have brought up, right? Including a very important moment where Zamasu does the body change and swaps with Goku, but instead this time around, you know, swaps with Vegeta, and we get potentially Vegeta Black. Which, by the way, shoutouts to Ted. He made this mod. It's really cool. This is a very old mod. I think this is from like 2017. But Vegeta Black actually would look cool. Like, let me know down in the comments if Vegeta Black could be a thing. Like, if they brought it into existence, would Vegeta have that gi, the black and gray gi, or would he have the armor that's black? I don't know, man. I feel like he would have the gi just because it's Zamasu's, you know, kind of attire that he generally has, right? I feel like he would not want Saiyan armor. Okay, Zamasu seems like the type of dude that would not want that at all, right? But y'all let me know down in the comments, right? So, He says, why do I think this? I think this is because this unknown character has an aura that looks like Rosé. I absolutely agree with that. And while having what appears to be Vegeta's clothing, and the way Goku reaches out, it makes me assume that Goku and Vegeta were sparring, but Zamasu then switched bodies and killed Goku instead of Chi-Chi and Goten. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. Could be, right? I don't know. I like these ideas. They're crazy. And again, it's most likely not happening. It's definitely like, not happening or anything. But if it does, just imagine, like, just the idea and the speculation, like, just like the fun, cool concepts and stuff. I like making videos about this just to see, like, how would this work, okay? I think the implications of it and how it would affect Trunks would be really, really, significant compared to Goku. Like, I know Trunks knows who Goku is. Goku was like a friend, okay? He was like a friend to Trunks, pretty much. But this is, his father that's dead in that timeline. He's brought back, obviously he saw his father again, okay? And he could, if he wanted to, anytime he wanted to, right? But it's an evil version of him that is killing everyone, okay? Like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation, right? Moving on here, and since the DLC is take a step towards the future, which is also another interesting thing, and Few has the purple time ring, it definitely has to be a future saga related, okay? So that's another thing that, like, the only two scenarios where we would see it going into the future is, Moro Saga or Granola Saga, because that's currently, in a sense, the future that we have not seen yet, right? The future would have to be generally what you would expect is something that we have not seen yet. We've seen everything else. We've seen the Broly movie, we've seen the superhero movie, we've seen pretty much everything, right? So, like, where could they go into the future? And they say, people are speculating manga-related stuff. Still doubt that's happening. I don't think that's happening at all. But another idea, in a sense, the future timeline, okay, is Trunks' timeline. That's the future. So maybe that's what they're meaning? Okay, it could be like a weird interpretation of that. I don't know. So, I know it sounds stupid, but what if the timelines get mixed up with the OG Goku? Oh, this one, okay, this part gets really crazy, right? So what if the timelines get mixed up with OG Goku Black, and instead of getting Fusamasu, we get Vegeta Black? That would be actually hella cool. I know a lot of people love the idea of Vegeta Black. That's the whole reason why people, did so many fan-made things of Vegeta Black, so that they could have Goku Black and Vegeta, have them fused, because there were two Zamasus, right? So that Zamasu, he could have, if he wanted to, go take over Vegeta's body, right? Because, Vegeta, he's basically on par, maybe, he's very close to Goku in terms of power. So it's like, why not take his body over, right? Oh, I love how crazy this gets, man. This definitely makes for a great, like, fan-made type of series, right? This is probably a dumb theory, but I wanted to show it. I think it's fun, okay? I'm not here to judge this dude and, judge people's, ideas and stuff, because it's Xenoverse. It gets crazy, right? I don't think it gets this crazy, but I would like to know down in the comments, okay? And again, I'm not saying this is happening at all, okay? It's just speculation for fun, right? I like hearing what you guys have to say about it. I definitely saw a lot of people in my comments over the past, month since this got revealed talk about, Vegeta Black. How cool would that be, right? And again, if we never got it, even in, like, Xenoverse, maybe one day we'll see some ridiculous crap like that in Heroes. And obviously, fan-made series are out there. And maybe they can make a new one that's similar to that. I like the idea of that. It's crazy. Like, oh, they get Goku Black and Vegeta Black, and they have them fused together and make Vegeta Black. That'd be hella cool, man. But it's Zamasu, right? It's still Zamasu. It's in a sense, it's still a merged Zamasu, because it's two Zamasus that took over the bodies of those Saiyans, right? Oh, that's dope. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Would you like to see a scenario like this, okay? Like, just imagine how crazy that would be. I would just like to see the interactions between Trunks and his newly evil father, okay? Rosé, Vegeta Black. Like, that's sick. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, ring my notification bell. I'll keep you guys updated with any potential news if we get any, and I'll keep doing speculation videos. Comment down below what other type of ideas do you guys have. I'll do speculation on it because there's so much unknown, and I very, very much love these. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.